Hello everyone, welcome back to Battles with Bowman. This is episode number 4 and we are just going to hop right into it. I did already try to start recording, but I actually disconnected from my internet, so I'm probably going to have a little bit lower rating than last time, unfortunately. Okay, it looks like it didn't go through yet, but we are starting at 1639, probably going to get another loss just because of that disconnect, so closer to 1620 I might imagine. But we are going to find Dora from Japan, and they are going to have a team of Tapu Koko, Gyarados, Porygon 2, Araquanid, Tapu Bulu, and Marowak. So this looks like another team that really can't deal with Goodra very well. And I love that we keep running into them because I think Goodra is super strong. He's got that Trick Room mode with Porygon 2, Araquanid, and Marowak. I kind of like my Gyarados lead. It's really just threatened by that Tapu Koko. Again, I don't really see a reason not to lead Goodra, honestly. I actually think Goodra Arcanine's a very good lead here. Gets the Intimidate off on the Gyarados if he wants to lead that, and the Tapu Bulu or the Marowak or the Araquanid. So he's got 4 physical attackers. I believe that my Gyarados is probably a good call as well, so I'm going to bring that. And I'm not sure if I want to bring Celesteela because he does have that Marowak and Tapu Koko. Tapu Bulu isn't really a big deal for Celesteela. Just trying to decide. I'm not going to bring Togedemaru. I'm not sure if Lele or Celesteela is the best call here. I think I'm going to bring Celesteela because it functions a lot better in Trick Room than Tapu Lele does, and I think that he's going to need to go for this Trick Room mode. So this is what we're going to lock in. It'd be nice if we could just pick something off on turn 1 with Arcanine. We'll see what he leads with. Pokemon Trainer Dora. So I did lead with Arcanine and Goodra, and we are going to see Marowak and Tapu Koko. So, considering he led with the Marowak and the Koko, I'm kind of expecting he has Discharge. Otherwise, he'll probably just go for some kind of Thunderbolt into my Arcanine. Actually, no, he can't Thunderbolt, because he does have Marowak out. So I'm expecting either a Discharge or a Dazzling Gleam from the Tapu Koko. Either way, I don't think Discharge can knock out Arcanine, so I think I'm just going to double the Marowak with Crunch and Dragon Pulse. That would... No, actually Marowak isn't as threatening as Tapu Koko. So I'm just going to Flare Blitz the Tapu Koko. Probably. I have to... Obviously this is Choice Band Arcanine, so I have to pick something to lock into. No, I'm not going to Crunch it. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Flare Blitz. And I will Dragon Pulse the Marowak, because Flare Blitz should knock out Tapu Koko if it's not Focus Sashed. He goes for Protect, actually. So I guess I could have just doubled the Marowak this turn, that would have been nice. Flare Blitz is going to go into the Protect. I will get this Dragon Pulse off, probably do around 50%. Yeah, it does just over 50%, around 60. He's going to Boomerang the Arcanine, that's a really solid play. Looks like it's going to be really close. He barely hangs on, so we do keep Arcanine around this turn, which is great. I do not want to give up Arcanine right now. Except I really don't have a switch in. That's not good. Because he has a pretty free Discharge this turn if he wants to, and I have 2 Electric Weaks in the back. Considering that his Marowak is already pretty low, I don't think I need my Gyarados as much anymore. And another Intimidate on Marowak is going to be nice. And I really want to save Arcanine for the Extreme Speed. I didn't bring Tapu Lele, so I'll have free Extreme Speeds. And if I get Koko down to pretty low health, I can just bring it back in at Extreme Speed. So what I'm going to do is switch Arcanine into Gyarados, and I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Tapu Koko. So now Marowak won't be able to deal much damage if he tries to Shadow Bone my Goodra or something. And in theory, if he knocks out Gyarados this turn with a Discharge, I can bring Arcanine back in, Extreme Speed the Koko if it survives, and then Dragon Pulse the Marowak again, which should be good. He actually withdraws Marowak, so it looks like he's not going for Discharge. He brings in the Porygon. Is he going for Dazzling Gleam here? The Attack Raise is good. He doesn't go for Dazzling Gleam. Okay, I'm fine with that. Really does nothing to Goodra. We keep seeing that. This is super effective attack and it does maybe 30%. That's really cool. Tapu Koko does hang on. We don't get the poison. That's completely fine though. I imagine he's going to Trick Room here. So what I'm actually going to do is protect my Gyarados. And I'm just going to go for a Dragon Pulse in this Porygon. If he wants to try and knock me out and then Trick Room, I will actually be slower than the Tapu Koko. So we're going to be in a fine spot there. So he doesn't switch Koko out, which is good. He goes for Dazzling Gleam again. If that's the case, he probably hasn't gone for Trick Room unless he thinks I'm going to knock out Koko this turn. We'll see. I'll get some damage off on Porygon with Dragon Pulse. He actually does use Trick Room. That's actually really good. Because now I have a pretty easy knockout on this Koko. The only thing that could go wrong here is if he happens to have Thunderbolt on his Porygon. I would kind of doubt it because he does have that Marowak, which could give him trouble. And he's already got Tapu Koko. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to Hydro Vortex the Porygon. I know it's not going to knock it out, but it'll do a lot of damage. And I'm going to Sludge Bomb this Tapu Koko. He withdraws Tapu Koko, probably into Marowak. Nope, Araquanid. That's okay. He does have Thunderbolt, that's unfortunate. That's going to be an easy knockout because of the electric terrain. And I'll get some damage off on Araquanid with this Sludge Bomb, but not as much as I would have liked. I do get the poison though, that's actually very fortunate. So he's going to take a lot of chip damage from that poison over time. I think I have to bring in Celesteela here. I can probably... I don't really see a reason for him to switch out into Marowak this turn, but if he does, I can leech. I'm going to substitute with Celesteela for sure. And I'm tempted to Thunderbolt the Araquanid. I don't know if he has a reason to switch out into Marowak because it's at such low health that if he switches into a Dragon Pulse, it'll get knocked out. So I'm definitely going to sub. And I'm going to Thunderbolt this Araquanid, hoping to knock it out. The better play might have been to Protect there. He actually goes for Leech Life into the Goodra. So Araquanid's base attack is actually pretty low, and it only does a lot of damage with Liquidation because of its Water Bubble ability. He actually does have Ice Beam though, so we'll probably be able to knock me out. Oh, Goodra hangs on. That's insane. I took 36 damage from an Ice Beam. I will get this Thunderbolt off. If this gets a knockout, that would be clutch. It doesn't, but... Oh, he has a Stitch Spray too. I was going to say that'll be 2 turns of poison damage. I'm trying to think of how I win this. Because he still has Tapu Koko in the back, and he's got that Marowak that threatens Celesteela. This turn he probably... Okay, Electric Terrain runs out, which is good, because that means his Porygon Thunderbolt won't do as much to my Celesteela. If I'm going to win this, I'm going to have to play Celesteela pretty well. So I'm going to Leech Seed the Porygon right now. And I don't really want to... I want to save... I don't know, because I have to pick one of Arcanine or Goodra to save, basically, and I can't protect that slot because neither of them have Protect. And so I think I'm going to save Arcanine because it does have that extreme speed and can intimidate the Marowak. So what I'm going to do is Leech Seed this Porygon. And I'll just go for a Dragon Pulse on the Araquanid, even though I'm sure Goodra will get knocked out before it can attack. He actually withdraws Araquanid into Marowak. He Shadow Balls into Goodra. So that actually means he doesn't have Recover, which is very good. He already showed Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, and Trick Room. I do land this Leech Seed on Porygon. So that means I'll be getting a lot of health back every turn, and he'll be losing health every turn. It is very possible for Celesteela to come back and win this, especially if I get this Leech Seed off on Marowak. I'm going to get the Intimidate off on the Marowak this turn with Arcanine. Unfortunately, Trick Room is still up, so I can't go for a Crunch or a Flare Blitz or anything that I have to Extreme Speed. I'm definitely going to Extreme Speed the Porygon, obviously, because you can't Extreme Speed a Ghost type. How many Trick Room turns are left? Okay, this is the last one. So I'm going to Leech Seed now, and then play the Protect game after that. Leech Seed, Marowak. Extreme Speed. I need to make sure that I'm behind a sub when Tapu Koko comes out, because either that or I have a Beast Boost, because Thunderbolt or a Discharge or whatever he might have is probably going to do a lot of damage. Potentially knock me out. It's going to be very tough to win, but I know it's possible. I do get this Extreme Speed off. It'll do a little chunk. That's actually pretty significant though, just because we know that he won't have Recover. I do break my Substitute with that Shadow Bone, and he goes for a Shadow Ball. Probably into Arcanine to knock it out. Yeah. That was his best play for sure. That does mean that his Porygon is faster than his Marowak. And since he has Marowak on the field, he can't Thunderbolt. So I will be pretty safe to just set up subs in front of these two, try to stall them out with Leech Seed. And I'm not sure if his Shadow Ball will be able to break my Substitute. What he could do this turn is switch his Marowak into Tapu Koko and go for a Thunderbolt, in which case that'll definitely break this sub because of the electric terrain, and he will just have a free electric attack onto my Celesteela with his Koko. So I think what I have to do is Heavy Slam the Marowak right now, trying to predict the Koko to come in. If I can get that right, I'll be actually in a really good spot. And I don't really want to Protect just because that's a little bit obvious, and so I just have to go for this, I think. I could just lose the game right here, I probably will, but I guess we'll see. If I'm him, I probably... You obviously Thunderbolt, yeah. So I made a bit of a risky play there. This Heavy Slam probably won't knock Marowak out. No, it doesn't. So I'm pretty sure I just lose. He actually goes for Shadow Bone and not a Flare Blitz, which is interesting. Oh, he Trick Rooms again. Yeah, I should have thought of that. This game is basically over. He has two things faster than me in Trick Room. And... well, I don't know. I don't know. Because Marowak's going to go down after this turn, I think? Yeah, so he has one more turn left. He might have just thrown a little bit, because now I can Protect this turn, let the Marowak get knocked out, unless he switches out Marowak. See, these are all these mind games you have to deal with. I am very nervous to Protect here, because if he switches out Marowak and I do Protect, then he gets a free switch back into Marowak without an Intimidate drop, and he can just go for a Flare Blitz and knock me out. So I'm just gonna go for a Substitute. As dumb as that sounds. We'll see how it goes. This is 2 turns in a row I'm going for kind of a big read, but when you're down 1-4, you kind of have to. And he does withdraw Marowak, so I got that right. He goes into Koko, now he's gonna go for the Thunderbolt. That's the play I was expecting last turn. But this is actually a lot smarter on his end because he does have the speed advantage now. Oh, he withdraws Porygon too. Wow. So now I have a free Substitute. This is the kind of play I had to make to get back in this game. This Substitute means that... This is interesting because now I can stall out Trick Room. His Porygon's definitely in Heavy Slam range, so I can prevent it from going up again. Marowak is obviously in Heavy Slam range as well. So what I need here is to position myself in a way that I don't take a lot of damage at one time, because all of his Pokemon are actually in KO range right now. I'm going to Protect, get some more poison damage on that Araquanid, and get my leftovers recovery going. I'm not sure why he double switched there. I really can't explain that. I think especially because he would have had that electric terrain with the Koko coming in, he should have just Thunderbolted with his Porygon. I do Protect here, like I said. I imagine he's just going to double attack. He protects Koko. This is very interesting. He goes for Liquidation with his Araquanid, as expected. If Araquanid goes down to Poison here, I think... No, it won't this turn. It will next turn, though, for sure. So what I do here is I just go for a Heavy Slam on Tapu Koko. And... now, see, what I need to do is make sure I'm behind a sub when the Marowak comes back in. How many turns of Trick Room are left? I think it's 3. No, just 2. Oh, that's actually fine. Is it really 2? Oh, I think I win. Because I heavy slam the Coco here. He'll break my sub with the liquidation. It might come down to predicting a protect from his Marowak, but he actually... He brings in Porygon. Okay, I see what he did. He's gonna save Coco for outside of Trick Room. But now, since I do get the knockout with Heavy Slime, I will have a special defense boost. And I could potentially stall out the electric terrain and survive a Thunderbolt. I do get the beast boost here. I'm unfortunately not behind a substitute anymore. Araquanid does go down to poison damage. Now he will have his Tapu Koko and his Marowak back in. So, oh, actually this is not bad at all because unless he has Discharge, he really can't touch my Celesteela with his Tapu Koko because of that Marowak in the field. So, I think what I definitely need to do is protect this turn, let Trick Room end, and then if he has Discharge, it's basically over anyway. But if he doesn't, I can knock out the Koko, or I can substitute and let Marowak knock itself out with a Flare Blitz or something. I don't know, this is rough. It's going to come down to him having Discharge or not. That's going to be the deciding factor. He used to go for Protect on Koko as well. There's a Flare Blitz. So I think what I need to do here is substitute. If he does have Discharge... Do I sub or do I just go for a Heavy Slam? I can't Heavy Slam the Koko yet because I will just get knocked out by a Flare Blitz. So what I think I need to do... If I knock out this Marowak and get another, what's it called, Beast Boost, I will be at +2 special defense and electric terrain's gonna end. So it's gonna... I just have to Heavy Slam Marowak. He probably has Discharge though. If he does, he protects Marowak, so maybe he doesn't have Discharge. He doesn't. Oh wow. He just goes for Thunderbolt. This is actually very good. I think I can win now. Because now I can Heavy Slam the Marowak and get up to +2 special defense. And he still can't Thunderbolt me this turn because Marowak will not go down until after Tapu Koko attacks. The electric terrain ends, so he's going to lose the boost to his electric attacks. So even if he does have Discharge at this point, I could tank it with this +1 special defense, knock out Marowak into +2, maybe take a couple turns of leftovers, and then survive another one. He goes for the double protect. I'm not sure what that can do. Oh, he does have Discharge. Why would you not go for that before? That's interesting. I actually take very little damage from that though. Oh, but I got paralyzed. Oh, that's really disappointing. Wow, okay. That kind of sucks. I could definitely have won that. He needed that double protect and he needed the paralysis. Because that Discharge did nothing. That did like 35%, and I would have had another Beast Boost from the Heavy Slam. Really sad how that went down. Especially how I managed those last few turns too. I let him Trick Room twice. Not I let him, he got it Trick Room up twice, and I still managed to pull it out with Celesteela until that paralysis. I'm still faster! Wow. This is a crazy game. I have thought I lost a couple times, I thought I won a couple times, and now I'm pretty sure I win unless he gets a crit or I get fully paralyzed next turn. Because I don't think at +2 special defense he'll be able to knock me out with Thunderbolt. I would protect, but I'm not going to let myself, I'm not going to give myself another chance to get fully paralyzed. I don't think one turn of leftovers recovery is going to make a difference here, so... yeah, it's really just going to come down to me hitting this Heavy Slam. Thunderbolt shouldn't be able to take me out. Unless he crits. Watch him crit right here. Nope, no crit. Oh, no. Oh, this is such a roller coaster. Wow, okay. I think actually if I get a Protect off here, I can probably survive a Thunderbolt next turn. So I'll just have to go for that now. It's still not over, which is the crazy thing. Come on, Celesteela. I get the Protect off. Awesome. So I am going to get one more chance to Heavy Slam him, I think. Because I think the Thunderbolt last time did about 50 damage, maybe around 60. And I am going to be at 58. So this is going to be very close. I believe in you, Celesteela. Just heavy slam one time for me. Goes for that Thunderbolt. Oh, we survived with 2. Oh. No! That's so disappointing. Oh no. I had 2 chances. There's no point protecting now. I can't get up to another spot where I can survive a Thunderbolt. That's so sad. Oh, we are going to lose this game. I was so close to the 1-4 comeback. That just shows how strong Celesteela is, though. I legitimately almost won a 4v1 with Celesteela, and I only lost because of discharge paralysis and a 2-4 paralysis, so I don't know. Obviously, I would have preferred to win that, but I'm fine. I think I played that fine. I'm not going to get too beat up about that. You can't really control paralysis and luck in this game sometimes, so you just got to move on. That's heartbreaking. I'll save that one. We're just going to find one more real quick. Hopefully we can get a little bit more lucky in this game, but I don't know. That was crazy. Let's find a better music. I think that Gladio music threw us off. Team Skull. Let's do admin this time. Oh no, we had Guzman last episode. Yeah, so we were at 10-2 before this game, and that disconnect went through, so we did drop 2 games. We're still at 16-10 though. Pretty good spot. I'm not too worried about it. With one more game, if we win this one, we'll probably get up to around 16-30 or so. Oh, that was interesting. I'm not even mad. That was just a really good game. I need to take a breath. Whew. Taking a little bit longer to find someone this time. That is okay. I could use a little breather. I know I haven't really been bringing Togedemaru that much. I have kind of realized that it's not as useful as I thought it was, mostly because all the electric attackers are mostly running Discharge now, like Tapu Koko. Togedemaru was a lot better before they started catching on. The Discharge was a really good move, and I think Discharge is almost required on Tapu Koko now. We are going to find another Japanese player, actually with his own Togedemaru. He has a team of Mudsdale, Togedemaru, Vanillux, that is Golisopod, and Incineroar, and Nihilego. So Golisopod has a pretty cool move called First Impression. It works a lot like Fake Out in that you can only use it on the first turn it's out. And it is +3 priority, I believe, and it's a 80 base power bug type attack, so it's really strong. But it, again, can only be used on the first turn, so you can kind of easily protect around it. That Incineroar is neat. I think Incineroar is actually going to be pretty good once it gets Intimidate. That's its hidden ability, but it hasn't been released. It does have Fake Out. It has U-Turn, which is actually pretty cool on an Intimidate Pokemon with Fake Out. It functions very similar to Scrafty in that it has Intimidate and Fake Out. He doesn't have it. Oh, actually he does. Nihilego can learn Trick Room. But I would be kind of surprised to see it on Nihilego just because it's so fast. What I think I'm going to do, I actually like Togedemaru in this matchup. I like Togedemaru Gyarados a lot because it prevents his Togedemaru from Lightning Rod or using any electric attacks. I can just Fake Out Dragon Dance on something. So I'm going to lead these two. He has that Vanillux, which could have Freeze Dry, and I don't really want to deal with that. I'm definitely going to bring Celesteela because all he has for Celesteela is his Incineroar. And kind of Togedemaru, but I have my Lightning Rod for that. And after that, I'm going to bring Tapu Lele because he has a lot of stuff that can get hit pretty hard by Psychic. So we're going to roll with these 4. Kind of glad I get to bring Togedemaru again. Whew, let's see. My heart's still like beating really fast from that last game. Hopefully this one's just as exciting. We are going to see he leads Incineroar, Nihilego. So what I think I have to do here... Actually, I don't have to do anything. I could... Okay, I have a couple options. I could Fake Out the Nihilego and Dragon Dance, which I think is what I'm going to do, because that prevents him from either setting up Trick Room or just knocking me out with a Power Gem. I could protect my Gyarados and Nuzzle Nihilego, but if he does have Trick Room on it, then now I'd get pretty punished by that. And Faking Out Nihilego prevents him from setting up Trick Room as well. So I'm definitely just going to Dragon Dance, and I'm going to Fake Out the Nihilego. If it is Sash Nihilego, Faking it out breaks the Sash as well, which would be pretty nice. I do get the Fake Out off, so Nihilego's not going to move this turn. He's probably going to fake out my Gyarados. As he does? Yes, he does. That was smart. That was definitely his best move. Let's see. I kind of expect a Power Gem this turn. I know I said it can learn Trick Room. I really don't expect it. And I know if I nuzzle him, he's going to Trick Room, but if I don't nuzzle him, he's going to Power Gem me. So I'm just going to go for the nuzzle. Hopefully he doesn't have Trick Room, because if he does, I think I just lose outright. He doesn't protect, it looks like. So I'm going to get this nuzzle off. Okay, he just Power Gems. That's good. So I do this nuzzle off, which means I will be able to outspeed him and Waterfall him next turn with Gyarados. And Nihilego is a Rock type, so it's weak to Waterfall, and it actually has really bad defense. And so I'll easily be able to knock it out. He's going to go for the Flare Blitz on my Togedemaru, which is completely fine because I have a Focus Sash. And so he's going to take a lot of damage from the recoil, and I'll be able to potentially go for a Zing Zap next turn, get some more damage off. He doesn't get the burn, which is great. I'm going to go for the Waterfall on Nihilego. I could go for something like a Zing Zap on Nihilego and try and go for some kind of Paralysis or Flinch and set up a Dragon Dance, but I'm not going to risk that. That's kind of reckless at this point in the game. So I'm just going to go for a Zing Zap on Incineroar. Could flinch the Incineroar, that would be pretty cool. If not, I just get some good damage off. He actually withdraws Nihilego. In for the Vanillux. I actually don't know Vanillux's base speed, which isn't good. I think Gyarados is naturally faster, but he could also be holding a Choice Scarf as well. He has Mudsdale as well. So I'm going to lose Togedemaru this turn to the Hail, which is okay. I can bring in my Celesteela this turn. I'm going to get this Waterfall off. That actually does over half. So one more Waterfall will knock it out. Although I think I am going to just protect Gyarados and Heavy Slam the Vanillux next turn in case he does have the Choice Scarf item. Or if it's naturally faster, it could just be like base 90 or something, and I don't know. That's something I should probably learn. Gonna get the Celesteela in. The reason I'm liking Gyarados a lot right now is because it hits all three of these Pokemon that aren't the Vanillux for super effective damage. I'll easily knock out the Nihilego from here. I'd probably knock out Incineroar, and Mudsdale can probably take a Waterfall, but it can't take a Hydro Vortex. And so I have a pretty safe option with Gyarados if I just protect and Heavy Slam Vanillux. Since I haven't Dragon Danced yet as well, I am not afraid to just switch Gyarados out and bring it back in case he protects Vanillux here, or if he wants to fake something out in the next turns or something. If he does protect Vanillux, that means he's not Scarf, but I also still don't know Vanillux's base speed, so I would probably just switch out Gyarados and Heavy Slam it to be safe if he does choose to protect this turn. He's taking a while to pick his move. It is an interesting turn. I do protect, so unless I am faster, he's not going to protect this turn. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh boy. Okay, he has Sheer Cold. Oh boy. I don't even remember what my fourth is. This isn't... Okay, I'm still in a pretty good spot if I can just knock out the Vanillux before it Sheer Colds something else. I have Tapu Lele. Oh yeah, so we're fine. I can just Psychic the Vanillux this turn and Water or Hydro Vortex the Mudsdale. As long as he's not faster than Tapu Lele, which is possible. I really don't know its speed. I did not expect a Sheer Cold though. And he gets the hit on the first try as well. This has not been our day so far, but it looks like I should still be able to pull it out. As long as I get this Psychic off before Vanillux moves, I think I'm okay. Please just be slower than Tapu Lele. That would be nice. He withdraws Vanillux, probably into Incineroar. Nope, Nihilego. Okay, so I'll get the knockout on Nihilego this turn. And he withdraws Mudsdale, so I actually am going to knock out 2 Pokemon this turn, which is fantastic. Especially because he loses the Fake Out option. So after this turn, he will just have his Vanillux and his Mudsdale left. And Mudsdale will take a lot of damage from Waterfall and Psychic because it is not very strong special defensively. So depending on... It's really just going to come down to his Vanillux's speed. Actually, my best play is probably to protect the Gyarados in case he is faster and wants to freeze dry me. Although, I kind of look up Vanillix's speed, but I feel like that would be kind of cheating. I'm not going to do that. The Hydro Vortex will easily knock out Incineroar, obviously, because it's, you know, a fire type and it's weak to water. I don't know if I have a better option than just waterfalling and psychicking. I'm getting really paranoid about this Vanillix speed because if I do lose Gyarados to a freeze dry before I can waterfall the Mudsdale, I'm pretty sure I lose because he did reveal Heavy Slam. But then again, Mudsdale probably has Rock Slide. So if I do protect and I Psychic the Vanillix, then he probably Heavy Slams Lele and I waterfall Mudsdale the next turn and might get knocked out by a Rock Slide. This is scary. I'm just going to go for a waterfall on Mudsdale and a Psychic on Vanillix. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. We did it. Tapu Lele is faster than Vanillix, and we'll get the Psychic off. I'm gonna get a waterfall off here as well. And if he does Heavy Slam to Lele, I will be able to waterfall it next turn. If he decides to Rock Slide and knock out Gyarados, I will have the Psychic to knock out Mudsdale. So this is a win. We're gonna go 1 and 2, 1 and 1 in this episode. Kind of 1 and 2 because of that disconnect, but we don't have to talk about that. He does Heavy Slam. He gets a stamina boost, which will boost his defense, but I did so much with the first waterfall that it shouldn't matter. Along with his hail damage, he will definitely be in another waterfall range. That Sheer Cold terrified me. I definitely thought I lost my win condition there, because he really didn't have an option for Celesteela, because I did have the Gyarados that was threatening his Incineroar. But we're fine. We pulled it out. Looks like we'll be okay this time. He does just forfeit, so we will take this game. We were at 16-10, so we'll probably be around 25 or 30 after this game. But that will conclude today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. This is the 4th episode. We will probably do 3 or so more with this team until I pick a new team after the London International, which is starting. Today is Wednesday. It's starting on Friday, so in 2 days. Definitely tune into the stream. It will be on Pokemon.com/live. There's a lot of players from all across the globe going. It's going to be a really, really cool tournament. I think it's going to be fun to see all the teams that come out of it. And it'll be really cool to see who wins this first tournament of the new format. The first big tournament. There have been a couple of pre challenges, but this is going to be a really, really telling tournament for the rest of the format, I think. There's going to be a lot of trends set that will probably be followed and tried to countered for the rest of the year. So they're going to be a lot of fun to watch and tune into. Thanks for watching again, and I will see y'all later. Bye.